Good morning. Myself fixed up a little bit here. How's everybody doing today? It's a little better. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Tuesday from Encinitas. And I'll tell you, I'm kind of going to be sad to leave this place. I got to tell you, it's great. It's been 2 years since I've been here before. But it's time to move on with some new explorations. I'm looking forward to Palm Springs. I've not been to Palm Springs. How you doing, nomadic weather bear? Nice to see you. Hello, Mew. Good morning to you. It's been God, it's got to be at least 20 years since I've been to Palm Springs, so I'm excited about heading over there today. It's kind of with a little bit of a heavy heart that I leave Encinitas. I think if I was going to just be boondocking in the coastal areas, and Pacific Beach gets a little crazy down in San Diego, this would definitely be the place that I would hang out, because the boondocking is so good. And last night was excelente with no problem. Let me do a live chat check here. Make sure I'm on the live. It was funny this morning. I got to tell you guys, I parked, the flattest streets with no dips to the curb are in the business restaurant district. So I didn't even know I was parked. I thought I was parked outside of a yoga studio. And, I get myself all cleaned up in the morning, do all of my washing up and everything, which has worked out really great with the water heater, the little portable hot pot. And I opened the door to the van, and I'm right in the middle of people eating breakfast. Right, there's like tables set up on the sidewalk, and there's like 8 tables set up, and people are at four tables, and I'm just coming out of the van. It's like, my God, I felt like I was at the Oscars or something when I got out. People were kind of hooping it up there. Ooh, yeah, how you doing? Let it go. Nice to see you. So that was kind of funny. What happened to your roommate? What do you mean, my roommate? I don't understand what that means. I don't have a roommate. So I'm looking forward to Palm Springs. I'm looking forward to getting some sunshine. It's been perfect boondocking weather here. I don't think it got below 55 degrees last night, which is very comfortable. And it's going to be hot it's going to be in the 90s and 100s moving forward, which is fine by me. I scored a really great deal on a hotel in Palm Springs, and that's going to make me very excited. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Carolyn, how you doing? Good morning. My sweet nephew owns a small private gym. I love to visit him, have fun. That's cool, Elaine. It's been a long time. My friend that had MS, she's just fine. She still has her channel, Kelly, so she's doing great. She's eventually moving on to Germany this year to be with her family. Her sister is losing her eyesight, so Missy Jen feels compelled to move back to Germany. Family first, which I admire on her part. But she's still doing her channel. We still communicate every single day, if not by phone, by text message. I didn't know they had a food bank here, but yeah, they got a food bank behind me here this morning. So I got on a very lively street, and you can always tell where there's a food bank because people leave a trail of. They give away apples, they give away carrots and things, and you'll find a trail of things that people just sit on top of power boxes and stuff that they don't want to take with them. Apples and carrots, and it's kind of funny. You just see like just the top of anything that you can sit something on just has apples and carrots. It's kind of funny. How you doing, Will B? Good to see you this morning. So yeah, I highly recommend this town if you're going to be a boondocker. There's a ton of boondocking places here. I've seen a sheriff one time the first night, and he was I don't know, arresting some guy on a bike. I had a little section of that on my video. I don't know what the guy did, because I think he really got to do something serious. I think it was the San Diego County Sheriff. How you doing, Shimei? Thank you for your amazing kindness yesterday. It was very appreciated. Thank you, sweetie. Really, really appreciate it. Also to Craig. Timothy Martin, how are you doing today? Good to see you. So I only have a couple more things to put up from Encinitas. Both of them are restaurants reviews, a breakfast spot, and then a place where Tara and I had dinner last night. How you doing, Jen? Hi, Junior. How are you? How you doing, Jen? Jen's happy because Jen's got to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning. So this is coffee time, waking up. I've had my coffee. I had a nice oatmeal this morning. I was just getting caught up on a few videos. No, I'm not going to be selling my house. I think a home base is good to have. And I'm going to keep the house, but I'm going to be on the road a lot this summer. So that's my plan. Anyway, to be gone for weeks and then to come back for a couple weeks and then on the road again. I want to make use of this summer because last summer was such a blowout with the pandemic. Couldn't really, I was kind of in a travel bubble between Nevada and California. Now I'm branching out a little more in California here. I'd definitely like to do the Pacific Coast Highway. I won't go north again, but funny, a man feeling unsafe as limos full of drug addicts show up in his neighborhood. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. You do have disaster tourism in some places like LA now, and in Oakland. In Oakland in particular, there's a lot of wall murals, and they'll take buses loaded with people to go around and see the wall murals. And they're going through some pretty rough neighborhoods. It's not like in a fancy pants neighborhood they're going to let somebody paint a wall and tag it and everything like that. So, the people are coming through the tough neighborhoods, and people get pissed off. You're May 5th and you got a new apartment. Awesome. It's at the Oscars, but that was pretty funny this morning when I backed out of the van at the door and just turned around and there's a whole group of people eating breakfast right there. How you doing, Anne Marie? That was really, really funny. It was great to see Tara and spend a couple nights with Tara. I do hope you have somebody there, so nobody starts squatting in it. Nobody gonna squat in it. I got Bobby coming in and out constantly to the house, and it definitely is lived in. And if it tends to happen anyway, the only thing really of value in my home is the vintage stereo receivers, and they're heavy. I don't think the average person is going to want to hump that amount. Now, could they do harm? Could they do vandalism? Of course they could, but the sum total of all my worldly goods doesn't amount to a hell of a lot. So I think the neighborhood will be fine. I'm not particularly worried about that. Palm Springs, California. Yeah, it was great to see Tara. She's doing good. She's working hard. Can't believe this is the 22nd year she's been with her company, which is really saying something these days. That's a long time to be with one company. She's made herself a key person in that company, which is fantastic. if you're a bike rider, this is a great town for bike riding. Everybody's really mellow. You don't have any of these hot cars running up and down the streets with doing 60, 80 miles an hour on residential streets. It's very quiet. And some might say that it's boring, but I tell you, you sit on that overlooking the Pacific there, and you watch that sunset last night. It's magical. Magical. You see the fires burning. How you doing, Brenda? Thank you for your kindness, honey. Very appreciated. So I think I got about like a 2 or 3 hour drive over to Palm Springs. So I'm gonna spend tonight, tomorrow night, Thursday. I'm gonna head over, as the plan sits now, I'm gonna head over to Slab City. Hopefully I'll meet my friend Kaz over there and look around Slab City. I'm sure he's going to want to interview me on his channel, and I'm going to interview him because he's been there a long time, and I'm going to figure out the ins and outs of Slab City. I'm not spending the night over there. And then Friday morning I'm heading into Las Vegas. Gonna meet a pal over there, somebody new on my channel. Of course, I'll catch up with Mr. Z and Monkey Boy, so that'll be a lot of fun too. Yeah, the slabs will be kind of interesting. It's one thing to see it on video. It's another thing to see it in person. I'm not going to be all on my camera and, you know, like a goof running around, sticking the camera in everybody's face. I'm going to let Kaz sort of set the pace for stuff. I don't want to be one of those people that comes in and just ends up getting kind of into trouble for being a little crazy. But I don't really have any interest in being overnight out there. I might hang until after dark. It's a pretty good haul out to there from, I think it's like an hour and 38 minutes from Palm Springs out to that way. Let's see, I camped at Slab City in 85 in the summer. So hot, and now you're so hot too. Well, thank you, Timothy. You know, could I live that life in the summertime if you could keep reasonably cool? But remember, you're totally off the grid out there. People put solar in, but good batteries are very expensive, so it's a lot of makeshift keeping cool. Misting and other things out there that you got to do what you got to do. Would I spend a summer out there? No, I don't think I would. There's too much of a world to see out there. And I'm really happy now. I got my passport. It's a 10-year passport, and that's fantastic. I'm happy about that. I don't have to go through this 2-year nonsense, and I plan on exercising that passport a lot. So, you know, having been a person of the world for many years in the early to mid 90s, I'm kind of eager to get back. Well, Palm Springs is devilishly hot in the summertime. Any place near Death Valley. I've been in Las Vegas, 115 degree heat, survived it. Probably 125 degrees on the asphalt in there, and the hottest stuff that dish out. I've stayed in this van in the 90% humidity, 100 degrees, no problem. I didn't feel the need to bail into a hotel or something. You know, I've proven I can do the heat if I have to outside. Now, of course, that'll be an issue as I travel during the summer. It's going to be, some places are going to be very sticky and uncomfortable. There's the train coming through the coastal line or so. I haven't seen a town where so many people are runners and in such good shape as this town, I'll tell you. I don't think I've seen one person that's out of shape here. It's pretty amazing to this town, these coastal towns. I think it's a lot of keep up with the Joneses and the Janes here when it comes to staying in shape. But the other thing I really like about Encinitas is it's kind of has a real embedded core of original homeowners here that live in their houses full time. They're not renting out their places for summer rentals. They've got plenty of money, and that really helps balance the town out. It keeps the number of people to a low number. Wait, I'm not there. I'd read it one person, not it's Jen. I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just that I see so many people that there's gyms and yoga studios, and it seems like everybody has a bike except the young people. Okay, now the young people, the people 35, 40 and above, they seem to have regular pedal power bikes, and I noticed that the young people almost exclusively have these electric bikes that they're riding around on. So I don't know. I mean, part of the thing about having a bike is exercise. This town's a little hilly when you come into it, but it's a pretty flat place once you're in town. How you doing, money order? Yeah, hey Adam, money makes everything smooth. It does, but it presents its own problems. And if you're coming in this morning, thumbs up are definitely appreciated. It is getaway day for me. I hope you have enjoyed the content from Encinitas. Yeah, I could have gone live more, but I've gone live a few times here. Plus, if you put a travel video together, people won't watch live streams in the future on a place like this, but they will check out the videos. And if somebody's looking to come down the Pacific coast, they'll be curious about Encinitas, and maybe they'll land on the video and be able to get a good idea what it's like, So that's why I love doing recorded video, because you leave something that really flies with the flow of YouTube. You enjoyed the content. Thank you, Shimei. I don't know what Palm Springs is going to bring. My recollection of Palm Springs is that there's a lot of fences that prohibit looking at homes and stuff. There's a lot of big hedges. There's a lot of, privacy is the watchword in a lot of, especially the old Palm Springs. So, but they do have the tram that goes up to Santa Rosa Mountain, up to the top there. That's pretty cool. Hey, Mr. Z, can't wait to see you. Yeah, I will see you sometime on Friday. I'm gonna hit that weekend stuff. Yeah, the dog's tool collecting channel. Good morning to you. Yeah, tempted to get in line and get some apples this morning from the food pantry behind me over here. My friend from here lives in Palm Springs. He doesn't even have grass. Yeah, morning. How's your day? Yo, thank you, EJ. Yeah, I'm going to incorporate more of the daily life, so I thought waking up in the van was pretty fun yesterday. The raindrops, mostly sunny day today, which is nice. I've already got my shorts on and my summer top, because as soon as I go about 50 miles west of here, we're going to be up in the desert, and it's going to be crispy up there. So looking forward to seeing you, Mr. Z. And I'll probably be burned to a crisp by the time I get to Vegas. I don't know, but we'll find some fun things to do. It's way too early for Black Widow season, that's for sure. That's prime times, August, September, October for Black Widows. Weird. Bring the lotion. So I'm going to kind of moderate that. So I don't know what I'm going to do in Palm Springs. Of course, do some recorded content, so that'll be fun. Yeah, Mr. Z, keeping busy keeps you out of trouble, right? Well, he's a busy guy. Somebody's got to be up running those huge construction cranes, and that's Mr. Z. Hello, Christine. How are you? Over there locking his car. No, I talked to Chris yesterday, so So he mentioned to me he may go live today. I'm not sure. So it's amazing when you're on the road. When you're at home, YouTube is more of a front and center fixture. You know, get up in the morning, have your coffee, click on what's going on. But once you get on the road, you kind of lose the flow of what's going on. You're either traveling or you're making your own content. So that's why I think clip channels are good, like Camo Dave and other ones, because he keeps you up to date on what nomads are doing. Let me tell you, I didn't know Encinitas was so pretty, and we're right down the road. There you go, Rochelle. We're going to take a trip there now because of you. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, I got the Dodge and good, the Ram and good boondocking. Thank you. Thank you, Christine. We're going to see what's spooky around. Palm Springs. I think the spookiness will be as we go north. Once I leave Las Vegas to hit Goldfield and Tonopah, I think that'll be interesting. Yeah, Camo Dave is great. Yeah, I've been subbed. I've known Camo Dave for years. We both watched the same TV programs growing up. He grew up in Washington, D.C. I grew up in Baltimore, about 40 miles away from D.C., so we always have a couple laughs. We always have a couple laughs. So yeah, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you, Christine. And if you're in the area, Encinitas is like kind of a well-kept secret, but I'll tell you, when I came in Sunday, this town was slammed with people, just slammed with people. So part of that is just the pandemic. So many people were sick of being in lockdown that more people are traveling. Hotel rates doubled over the last month for travel. Of course, in Vegas, they'll back down again because of the oppressive heat. I thought you said you were from Maryland. My memory show, yeah. Good old Baltimore City, right? The Queen City of the Chesapeake Bay. Yes, yes, yes. The Queen City of the Patapsco River drainage area, right? The city of the Star-Spangled Banner. The city of Babe Ruth. It's the city of the B&O Railroad. Oh, well, thank you, Let It Go. I appreciate that. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, some people have been, hi, Beryl, nice to see you. I've really been grateful for the support. As you know, it probably won't be monetized until the 15th of May as YouTube works through this issue with music on a lot of my vintage audio stuff. So it's been a great support. It's been a great help to me, guys, because I don't sit on here to bang the drum of that. It's just people know what the story. If they want to support, they watch the videos. If they really want to be helpful, then then they've been very supportive. A lot of people. Hey, Kitty. Well, thank you, Rochelle. You're very sweet. Thank you, honey. But doing the content, I'm able to be self-sustaining, so I'm not, you're never going to hit people up for gasoline money or food money and things like that. That's the beautiful thing about going nomadic later in life, when you've already accomplished most everything that you want to do in terms of your own self-sufficiency. Then you don't have to hit the panic button like some people do when they're staring down the barrel of 40 years old and don't have a penny in the bank. It's not a good position to be in. Hey, Jennifer P. Yeah, thank you, Let It Go. I appreciate you being on the channel. Yeah, Mr. Z says, I support you with beer and coffee. Yeah, so yes, you do. Yes, you do. How you doing, Charles? Charles, what area of the country are you in? I'm charging my devices. The inverter's been working good, keeping all of my stuff charged up here. I haven't really, if I'm on the road for 2 or 3 hours, then all of my devices will be charged up by the time I get where I need to go. Basically, living off an inverter is, my engine is my generator. which is great because I don't have to haul a 90-pound, 70-pound generator around with me in the gasoline. I worry about traveling with gasoline. Staring down the barrel of 40. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that position. That when you reach, say, 60 years old, that you really don't have any resources of your own because you've lived the life of, in other words, it's a sacrifice to take care of yourself and support yourself and make sure that you're not going to be a burden on society as you get older, and take care of your own stuff. It gives you a real sense of freedom. Yeah, you give away some of your younger years and things like that, but the trade-off is when you've reached that point where you can take care of yourself, then you don't have any feelings of being guilty. You don't have any feelings of fear for the future financially and things like that. And that's real freedom. That is real freedom, in my opinion. Okay, not just sucking up the good things of life when you're done and then reaching an age where you hit the panic button and you end up humping burgers at burger joint. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you can avoid that life and you put your ducks in a row and you take care of your responsibilities, then it does definitely have a freeing sense. Mr. Z, you're having a gorgeous day in Indiana. Charles says, I live there. Well, why don't you come over and visit me, Charles? I have a long DeWalt brand charging cord as a quick chat. Plug that into a charge pack, keep it in my pocket. Yeah, that's a good thing. Goes to the post. Yeah, the 77. No, there's good Colt memories too. The greatest game ever played, the Baltimore Colts and the New York Giants in the sudden death championship of 1958, the greatest game ever played. Johnny Unitas hands off to Allen the horse at me.I into the end zone. Touchdown. So that's the game that the NFL and everybody else acknowledges, and that's the franchise that helped really take the NFL big time. After that, it started being on TV more and more instead of just playoffs, and it went big time after that. Big time. Thriller in Yankee Stadium. Yeah, it was quite an epic. So there's a lot to be proud of. Super Bowl, numerous Super Bowl championships. It's been, it's a lot of good memories, and the Ravens have already delivered 2 Super Bowl wins, and that's a good thing. And they're always a competitive team. Some kind of flower. Some kind of flower here. I don't know what the hell it is. Oleander or something, and that doesn't need any. It does real well in dry climates. That's releasing a ton of pollen and crap like that. So, yeah, touche. So it's had heartbreaks too. Losing to the Pirates in the World Series in '71 and '79, heartbreaking losses. But you got to balance that off with the 66 World Series championship, beating the Dodgers in 4 straight. 20-year-old Jim Palmer going out and beating Sandy Koufax and sweeping the Dodgers in 4 straight. And then 70, beating the Big Red Machine for the championship. And in '83, beating the Phillies for the championship. So it's been, I grew up spoiled with quality sports. The old Colts were always very competitive, and under Johnny Unitas, I mean, it was thrilling to grow up at that time. The Orioles with Frank Robinson, Brooks Robinson, Boog Powell, Dave McNally, first pitcher ever to hit a grand slam in a World Series game. Handsome Diamond Jim Palmer. Such a good looking guy. He went on to do Haynes commercials and ABC color broadcaster for Burt Jones. I was kind of up and down about Burt Jones. How you doing, Betty Smith? Good to see you this morning. I'd like Lamar Jackson. He still needs some more. He still needs some more marinating in the league. He gets a little smarter every year, so but he'll be a force to be reckoned with for a lot of years. So yeah, good times. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully a lot of people will see the Encinitas videos coming up over the coming years, and they'll be encouraged to either take a day trip down or come down to LA, because it kind of gets lost in the sauce between Carlsbad and the OC, right? The Real Housewives of Orange County up the road, and San Diego. So it's kind of nice. Kind of nice to see that. Safe travels. Thank you, Kimmy. Hey, Sherry. Let's go road tripping. I love the hat. It matches your top. Well, thank you, sweetie. Everybody knew me in town with the cowboy hat, so I decided to switch it up a little bit. Today. Excuse me, but I've had a good time. No issues with boondocking, no disturbances. I only saw one cop the first night, and that was it. A sheriff was, I don't know if he arrested the guy on the bike. He was talking to him. You could see in the video, but I haven't seen any police presence at all. Contrast that with San Diego, Pacific Beach, and that's a tough place to boondock down there, I'll tell you. So I'm going to be attempting that later in the summer. So that'll be interesting, to say the least. But I want to get out across the country as the pandemic eases up. Some people I'd like to see again. I'd like to see Alpine Gulch again in Wyoming, and I don't know what happened to Spanky Ham. I don't know where he got to. I haven't seen him in a long time. Also Cheyenne, Wyoming. Hopefully this time I won't lose my keys and be stranded. Thank God Missy Jen was home and can FedEx that stuff to me the next day. I mean, that's a bad feeling. When you're 1,200 miles from home and you reach into that, to grab your keys and they ain't there, right? And what's more, you got a programmed ignition, so even if the guy gets you in and cuts your key, it's still not going to be programmed into your ignition. So after 5 seconds, it just cuts off the engine. So this thing has so many anti-theft features that if you lose your keys, you're really screwed on this. As far as the sleeping is concerned, that was great, especially last night. Picked a really flat area. Any kind of angle or things like that is really going to be kind of you're going to kind of sense that you're not balanced all night, and that's not a great thing. I don't know what these construction guys are doing around here. I'm not sure. So, let's see. No one to bail. Yeah, that's right. Damn virus and lockdown. Do you see the pink? I did see a little bit of the moon. We had quite a bit of cloudiness last night. It did not really look pink to me when I looked up my recollection of it, but yeah, Charles, I don't use the Instagram, Charles, so message me on my Gmail. The only thing I use as a point of contact is my Gmail. I only post content on Instagram. I don't do messages on there and things like that. Just pop it on. I can make it like new at gmail.com. And yeah, let's meet up in Palm Springs. Well, that's practically North Denver, so you can go to a Rockies game. Yeah. I like the town. Yeah, there's my email. Thank you, Jen. You can contact me, much better point of contact through there, because it keeps stuff centralized. I had to go in and out of different, years ago when I had Facebook and I had Instagram. I still have Instagram. I only have Instagram and uh, YouTube now, so that makes it a lot easier than Gmail for contacting and all that. So because it comes in the spring when a certain pink flower blooms, it's not really that. Oh, Betty Smith, I learn something new every day, but it's called pink because it comes in the spring when a certain pink flower blooms. It's not really the color pink, Rosie. Okay. I'm so excellent. You know, I'm such an astro. I'm such a cosmologist, not cosmologist is a person who studies the universe. I'm so worldly and so doggone smart. So now we know what a pink moon is. I know they have blue moon and there's red moon. Yeah, I mean there's all kinds of stuff. So the videographies work. Take care, Scott. It's good to see you, baby doll. The phone continues to perform well. The smartphone for cinematography's been great. A couple years of doing that has given me a pretty decent skill level on you know, capturing the right scenes and the right content and picking the right music. Let's see, to be honest, I thought it was going to be pink until I Googled it. Yeah. Moab Pioneer Bridge, south of town where you can park your vehicle. Okay. Mother of all breaks, Pioneer Spring B&B south of where you can park your vehicle. Okay, I'm all set for I scored a great deal on a hotel because a lot of people are now leaving Palm Springs because of the heat. So I plan on partaking of the pool and the sights of Palm Springs, and then Thursday to head over to two photos took of it, one with a normal and the other. Oh good, okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm jealous. The Samsung, I got the S10, so you got the S20. That's a really nice phone. I'd like to get the S21, but it's not available. The chip shortage is crazy, you know, and it's really starting to impact a lot of businesses. People rocking this food back here. You guys can see that over there. In and out the door. I feel like getting a bag of apples. Oh boy, I sure picked the sure you can take the girl out of Santa Rosa, but you can't take the Santa Rosa out of the girl. It's amazing how I always end up over here in areas where they're giving away freebies. I didn't know they had any kind of support in this town at all. But I guess some wealthier people feel a little guilted sometimes. I mean, man, can you imagine how much some of these people have homes that just overlooking directly on the ocean and stuff? It's insane, absolutely insane. And I'm sure they will give you tell them you're a van dweller. You know, I feel you know, I don't feel any. I know you're just joking. I can't do that stuff. I can't take something that could deprive somebody else of something that really needs it. So good for them. It's what it is. That's right. Check out Sinatra's old place. Yeah, baby's going there. Goes Daddy said, I don't know, Jacob. You know, I think I'm going to figure out, you know, I don't know. It's going to be, this one's going to lean a little more on, I don't want to say relaxation, but a little less videography and a little more just chilling out. God, I should move away from this plant over here. It's killing me. See this, see that thing right there, man? It's blowing right in the window. It's just choking me up here, man. Yeah, so I let the people that need it get it and use it. I think that's a better deal for them, because like I say, I enjoy the support on YouTube, but I also have a conscience when it comes to I'm not compelled to be a leech on society and all that. So I think that's just the way I roll. Yeah, it's working pretty good. I had to make sure not to overtax my charging system here. So sometimes you can burn out inverters and stuff like that doing that. Heard somebody screaming over there. Yeah, I'm in a hotel. I'm not really in a hotel. I'm in like a condo that I was able to score for a hellaciously good price. It's one of these places where you have to, there's no registration. You have to get yourself in with a code and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. So it'll be the first time that I've like stayed in a condo. So let's go road tripping. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't really capture from the road anymore or stream from the road. It's been driven home to me. I used to do a little bit. Now I really need to focus on the road more than ever now, because the volume of travelers out there is high. A lot of them are high, and that you need to take a Hi Cheryl, how you doing, sweetie? I have Claritin, which works well for me. Hopefully the desert will be good. But this time last year when I got to Vegas, the allergies were terrible. Whatever the hell was being released into the air at that time, I thought, what the hell grows in the desert out here that I have to worry about? Thank you, Jen. Did I have to worry about allergies? Doesn't everything burn up out here? But I think there's I don't know what the hell it is, something, I think the wild grasses or whatever, the weeds of the desert or something like that, release all of their crap. People hitting the food bank. Ay caramba. Ay caramba. Thank you. I've rented that one other town and it's nice, but they really hit you with the cleaning bill. Well, everything is all in it. I don't know if it's an Airbnb or what the hell it is. Not really sure what you would call it. I'll let you guys know when I do the video and all. When I show that. It's all new to me, right? All new to me. So we'll see what happens. What it's like. Palm Springs is not that huge of an area down there. The last time I stayed in Palm Springs, I stayed at the what was called the Parker, and they did a TV series on Discovery Channel or A&E or something like that about life. It was called Life at the Parker or something like that. It's kind of a big, grand old hotel. It's pretty bombed out, but it's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny show. What do you do? We staying in? We never. Yeah, all my stuff is imputed into the price of it. So what's nice is there's no resort fee or any of that crap. So that saves money on that. And it is a whole, instead of a room, it's a whole. Like it's like a studio or a one-bedroom place, which is pretty awesome from what I've been able to see for a great price. So it's worth it to me. When you're out on the road, of course, you can hit the beaches, but out in the desert with the heat and everything like that, it's a lot more problematic to, you get out of the salt water and that can really dry you out and things. You get in the van, I got to carry plenty of fresh water and stuff, but it's still challenging. For that, hey, Spirit in the Sky, how you doing? What's up? It was nice to see Tara, wasn't it? Isn't she a doll? I mean, I love hanging out with her. We got dinner last night, a very shorty. I'm going to be working to upload that. And then I have breakfast yesterday, which I'm putting up. One of them will probably go up on the Murphy channel. The other one will go up here, restaurant reviews on the road. And I've found over looking at my videos that a lot of people check out the restaurant reviews and things like that. So that'll continue to be a staple. Still very value driven. When I can have a real nice bowl of oatmeal and coffee today for like $9.95, that's a great deal. 100 a night, and then they charge $250 for cleaning. Wow. No, they ain't doing that over here. Plus, I'm making sure that I have minimal impact on the place. So, beautiful weather today. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit in the Sky. I'm doing great. So I don't anticipate any surprises. Yeah, please check out the Rosie Murphy channel too. I'm going to be putting more content up over there as we travel. Kind of what I call B content. Maybe a little behind the scenes things and all that. I'm trying to keep this channel to more like travel logs and set pieces that people will click on and learn about a town or enjoy sort of a cinematic travel experience. And I've gotten positive feedback on that, especially in the last, since I hit the road. The subs have really come on, especially the last 2 days or so, and I think that's a great way to, when you hit the road, that's a great way to build a YouTube channel too. When you start to travel, because people like to travel with you and see what's going on where they're not, and that's a good thing. So I'm very happy about that. Some of the older videos, or some of the videos are getting traction now, which is good. So hey JR, how you doing? What's going on? Do you ever see Maxine? I saw Maxine did a video about 3 weeks ago. I can't remember what it was about. I still have her number. I should text her. I'm also concerned I've not seen Sean the Brit online in weeks, and I hope that he's okay. Sean the Brit's been a friend of mine for 3 years, and we have each other's numbers and occasionally text each other. I hope he's okay. I have a lot of respect for Sean the Brit, and I'm always concerned when somebody just disappears off the off the radar screen suddenly. Stuff. So I hope that he is okay. So shout out to Sean the Brit. I did talk to Chris, Rich Life of Road Trips, yesterday. He seemed to be pretty happy. Hey, probably tired. Hey, hipster, how you doing? But I always thought that, hipster heaven says that he's got tired of the stuff on the point, but I always kind of associated Sean with being very level-headed, and he wasn't really into all this stuff. I was moderating for Maxine, visiting man. You sat down and chatted with me and Maxine. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Spirit in the Sky. I think I remember your name. Just getting up from last bout with insomnia. Oh, sorry to hear that. Here in Butte County. So, but sometimes it's not bad to take a break for a while. pandemic wore down a lot of people. A lot of people were there's much less time people were spending on YouTube now than they were in 2020. YouTube was a lot of the centerpiece of life. It was a lot of mine at that time because the entertainment continued. But now people are, with summer coming, and I can tell just by the streets here and other places that people want to get the hell out and they want to travel. So I'm hoping that the pandemic doesn't rebound real bad into the fall and all that. That would really suck. Thumbs up or appreciated if you're coming in, guys. I'm going to go about 10 more minutes and then get ready to hit the road. I've already got myself all cleaned up today, and maintaining the hygiene has been really good out here. So that's the important thing. And a van is a step up from a car in terms of having privacy. When I drop the shade down in the back and raise this this privacy screen up, it's great. You know, it's been really good. Did Bruce really have a fire? I have no idea, Cheryl. None. I got no idea. I never heard about a fire. I know he wants to get his. We talked about getting the brakes redone, and that's important when you're rolling around with 6 tons of vehicle. That's a lot, and you want to make sure when you hit that brake pedal that you're going to stop, and you need to maintain a huge following distance with that weight too. I mean, it takes getting used to. It's terrible here. The map shows we're covered in prayer. Yeah, sorry about that, spirit in the sky. Yeah, I think so. Chris puts a lot of stuff up randomly that's not chronologically, that's not chronologically in order. Video of his camper was on. I just don't know, Cheryl. I just don't know. Like I say, when you're out on the road, it's much more difficult to, you're either videoing, you're editing, you're taking care of personal hygiene, you're sleeping, you're editing video, all that kind of stuff. So it's really, your time is rather limited. Yeah, I'm liking Little Rascal a lot more since I reconfigured the bed. In the morning, I can drop down the drop-down table, get myself cleaned up, get a little bit of makeup and things. It's worked out really great so far. And the bed configuration, just to be able to sit on the edge of the bed and have my feet on the floor of the van has been excellent. I couldn't do that before. I couldn't even sit up before on the platform. So Sig helps him put random. Okay, yeah. Sig got married. Congratulations to Sig. So we're going to see what happens. Palm Springs tonight. We'll check it out. See what's going on. I think I'm going to try to check in and get a little sunshine today and a little bit of pool time, and then do a little exploring tonight. All day tomorrow will be dedicated to Palm Springs, and tomorrow night, and then Thursday I'll do the hour-and-a-half ride out to Slab City, and then basically spend some time out there, and then head back into Palm Springs, and then probably spend a little time there on Friday because it's not that far to Las Vegas from Palm Springs, and then I'll roll into Vegas. Did it sound good, spirits in the sky? That sound good? Yeah, that's what I say. It's I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a little more on the R&R sides than it is on. It's going to be good to hit a shower, get myself super clean. Vegas, baby. How you doing, Angus? Thank you, sweetie pie. Says enjoy a safe trip. Thank you, sweetie. Glad to have you along. So I'm going to try to be live once a day, and Sometimes that might be on the Murphy channel. I got to start bringing that into action. Kathy, Lulu, yeah, have a great time. It's going to be fun. We'll have you guys along. We'll capture some things. We might do a little more, you know, instead of, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just don't know. So, yeah, adventures. Yay! More Rosie adventures and content. So, yeah, thank you to, you know, to everybody who's been overwhelmed with the kindness on, you know, PayPal and things. I didn't see that coming, to tell you the truth, but I'm very, very grateful for that. It doesn't drive my content, but it does make things smoother in life, and you know, that's a good thing. But just being here, watching the videos is the number one thing, and thumbs up. As I've said, how you doing, Banana? As I've said before, I'm not going to ever have, you know, it's fine if people have it. I'm never going to have memberships, never going to have a Patreon or a GoFundMe. I want to make sure that everybody that's subbed to my channel has the potential to see all the content. Plus, I don't know what I would say in a special video anyway. No, what would I do, right? I got to run my big mouth for the masses all the time, man. I can't be in something, you know. So I need to find, yeah, there's the other channel on there. Yeah, I'm drinking enough water. I am definitely staying hydrated. Going to be more critical out in the desert area. You know, I've already got my shorts on and my summer top, because I know when I get about 50 miles east of here, that temperature is going to shoot up. Right now it's about 63 degrees here. That's going to shoot up to the 90s at least. Going on. Hey, how you doing, Mary R? Yeah, the day's gone so good. It's gone pretty good so far. Gone pretty good. You know, I got nice memories of hanging with Tara and seeing her again. Hopefully in early November, be able to see her. That'll be fantastic for her to come up to the spend some time. She's already been up there 4 times, so I'm excited at her coming back up again and spending some time. She works hard. I'm proud of Tara. She has a good career. She has a beautiful car now. She's all excited about that. She's loving life on YouTube, and I don't think it can be any better for I don't think it could be any better for her, and I love her for that. She's doing what she wanted to do. It was a lovely stream last night with the set. Yeah, the walk around town was fun last night. I wish it had been on Saturday night. The streets would have been a little more popping, but it was fun. Her channel name's Tara Boo, B-O-O. T-E-R-A space B-O-O, Tara Boo. Is her channel. She has a few channels, but I think that's her main one that she's uploading to. So, main one. Well, thumbs up, appreciate it, guys. We're coming up to the 1 hour mark, and I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close it out and hit the road. Thank you to everyone for being here today, everyone for watching the videos. If you haven't seen any of the Encinitas recorded videos, please check them out. I think that you will enjoy them from beginning to end. And for those who have touched my PayPal, thank you very much for your support. That's been outstanding. And hey, Penny, how you doing? And to my wonderful moderating core, thank you. Jen, Missy, CheapRvliving, Mouse Toes, Cyanide Cupcake, JK, Kitten Cat, and the rest, Missy and the rest, Missy, Jen, and the rest of the crew. That I want to thank you guys, and my official thumbnailographer Jody Savini, and I don't know where my official channel mascot Quirky Girl is today. Yeah, Trip. Thank you, Shemay. Be safe. All right. Well, she does gaming, but she does every Saturday. She puts a dressing video up too. It's just, you may not hear talking, but it's a good way to just support a nice person, you know. And that's the way I feel about Tara. Is just go in, just check it out, just let it play in the background, give her a thumbs up, and the way to go. She's doing exactly what she wants to do on YouTube. With that, I'm going to close out and thank you guys. And it is time again to hit the road. Thumbs up are appreciated. Have a great one.